You only live once, right? That's what they say, and it's become a mantra for so many of us chasing adventure, new experiences, and that feeling of freedom that comes with solo travel. But let's be real for a second. While the thrill of exploring new places is intoxicating, there's also a side that requires a bit of caution and awareness. So, let's talk about some solo travel safety tips that can help you make the most out of your journey without compromising your well-being. First things first, before you even pack your bags, do your homework, research your destination. Sure, it's exciting to just jump on a plane and go wherever the wind takes you, but knowing a little about the culture, customs, and even the local laws can save you from some serious headaches later on. For instance, in some countries, certain gestures or clothing choices can be considered offensive. You don't want to accidentally end up in a situation that could have been easily avoided with a little knowledge. Next, let's talk about accommodation. When you're traveling solo, your choice of where to stay can make a huge difference in your overall experience. Look for places that have good reviews, and don't shy away from hostels or guest houses. They're not just budget-friendly, they also provide a fantastic opportunity to meet fellow travelers. But here's the kicker. Always book your accommodation in advance, especially if you're arriving late at night. You don't want to be wandering around trying to find a place to sleep in an unfamiliar city when it's dark outside. Trust me, it's not a fun scenario. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of staying safe while you're out exploring. One of the simplest yet most effective tips is to keep your belongings secure. Invest in a good quality anti-theft backpack or purse. Look for features like lockable zippers and hidden pockets. It might sound a bit over the top, but when you're in crowded places like markets or public transport, it's easy for someone to slip their hand in and take something without you noticing. And always keep your valuables close to you. If you're sitting at a cafe, don't hang your bag on the chair. Keep it on your lap or tucked between your feet. Speaking of being aware of your surroundings, let's talk about the buddy system. Yes, I know you're solo traveling, but that doesn't mean you can't have a buddy, even if it's a virtual one. Share your itinerary with a trusted friend or family member back home. Let them know where you're going, where you're staying, and any activities you have planned. That way, if something goes awry, someone will know where to start looking for you. You can also check in with them regularly. It's a good way to stay connected and have someone to share your daily adventures with. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the importance of staying sober. I'm not saying you should avoid enjoying a drink or two while you're out, but be mindful of how much you consume, especially when you're alone. It's easy to get swept up in the moment, but losing your inhibitions can make you more vulnerable. If you're out at a bar or a club, keep an eye on your drink at all times. And if you're feeling uncomfortable or unsafe, don't hesitate to leave. Trust your gut. It's usually right. Another great tip is to blend in with the locals. This doesn't mean you have to change who you are, but try to dress in a way that doesn't draw too much attention. If you're in a country where people tend to dress modestly, maybe leave the flashy jewelry at home. You want to be seen as a traveler, not a target. And when you're out and about, try to avoid looking too lost or confused. If you need directions, hop into a cafe or a shop and ask someone who works there. They're often more than happy to help, and it's a safer option than standing on the street looking at your phone. When it comes to transportation, do your research on the safest options available. In some places, public transport can be a great way to get around, but in others, it might be better to stick to registered taxis or rideshare services. If you're taking public transport, try to sit near the driver or in well-lit areas where there are other people around. And if you're using a rideshare app, double-check the car's license plate and the driver's name before getting in. It's a small step, but it can make a world of difference. Let's not forget about keeping your health in check while you're on the road. Make sure you have travel insurance before you leave. It might seem like an unnecessary expense, but it can save you a lot of money and stress in case of an emergency. Whether it's a minor illness or something more serious, having that safety net can give you peace of mind. And don't forget to pack a small first aid kit with essentials like Band-Aids, pain relievers, and any medications you might need. Finally, remember to enjoy yourself. Yes, safety is important, but don't let fear overshadow the joy of traveling solo. Embrace the spontaneity, meet new people, taste new foods, and take in the sights. Solo travel can be one of the most empowering experiences of your life. You'll learn so much about yourself and the world around you. Just keep your wits about you, trust your instincts, and make memories that will last a lifetime. So, there you have it. Some solid tips to keep you safe while you're out there living your best life. Remember, you only live once, so make every moment count, but do it wisely. Happy travels!